Beat him senseless.
You and me and you, we gonna throw down. That's right, we gonna get serious.
You can run, but you can't hide.
It's time for the Fuller Broadcast with your host, Jeff Fuller.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Fuller Broadcast. I'm here live. We'd like to apologize. Joe Elmore just had something come up. Maybe we'll try to get him come on later this week. I'm here with my co-host, Stack. So tonight we're going to be talking about a little bit about the rap matches. February 7th BKFC fight coming up with a few matches that we're going to talk about. So what do you think about what's going on right now, Zach?
Well, first thing I'd like to talk about is the absolute dominant performance that came out of Colby Covington against Luke Rockhold over the weekend. That was just utter destruction. I mean, you would think that a guy that, has a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt would at least be able to defend himself against a 170-pound guy. But, 12-0 tech fall victory in round 2. Woo! Woo! That was hard to watch. And the Yoel Romero match, Yoel Romero got tech falled and absolutely destroyed. Destroyed. There was no chance for Yoel, as crazy as it seems. And another thing about it, Arman Tsarukyan. Did you see the Arman Tsarukyan match? That was just insane. Tsarukyan, that was the most dominant win of the entire night. It just looked like he was in there with a guy that he shouldn't have been in there with. And Lance Palmer is no slouch. To tech fall him in round 1 like that, there was never any doubt at all in that match. Never. None. And Stephen Buchanan versus Yoel Romero, that was just, man.
And so what I don't get is, they having these matches, and you got Romero getting ready to fight February 7th against Hunt. So how is this going to play out for him?
Really, to be honest with you, aside the fact that it's two completely different sports, it might help him with his cardio a little bit, having to get in there and dogfight like that,
I'll tell you, with the BKFC being different cardio than all like UFC and everything, BKFC, to me, I don't think you do need cardio, but I think it's more most of these fights I see probably end before the first and second round. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
well, yes, that's true, but at the same time, if you don't have that cardio, you're not going to make that first or second round. You're going to throw about 18 punches, you're going to suck wind, and you're going to be very tired.
That's true. I'm saying most of these guys.
But back to the RAF, Bo Bassett. 126-0. How much?
I can't believe that right here.
How much further can this kid take it besides the Olympics? He called out Henry Cejudo, and me personally, I think he whooped Cejudo's ass real bad.
I agree with that one. But then, let's talk about
I see it being a very dominant performance. I see it being Arman Tsarukyan-esque. The way that he took Buddy out, the way he took Palmer out. I could see Bo Bassett just destroying Henry Cejudo.
But the kid's only 19 years old and having a record like that. And he just signed to wrestle at Virginia Tech. So, is he going to go to UFC first and not go to Virginia Tech? With the way things are going with him right now, I think it's going to be a pretty good shot that he might
get
the
UFC. The way things are going for that kid, when you wrestle like that, sky's the limit. He could be a PFL champion. He could be a UFC champion. Who knows? I mean, when you wrestle that good, you're not really giving anybody else a chance to do anything else because you swarm them.
When's the last time you seen a guy, a 19-year-old with a record of 126-0? Like, I think it's been a while since I see somebody with that kind of record.
You're forgetting about a few people. I mean, you got people like, what's his name?
Don't say Kurt Angle.
No. God dang it. You got monstrous people out there. I mean, there's still people that, like Jordan Burroughs even. I mean, he's got some losses, but he's very dominant. I mean, you also end up with people that are in there that, they're dominant against certain other styles of wrestlers. I mean, it's just like with any match. There is so many things that could come out, option-wise.
Yeah, I'm looking.
So it says here that the best NCAA record of all time was Cale Sanderson, who completed 159-0.
That's when he won 4 national championships.
I think that's about as good as you can really get. I mean, could I see Bassett beating it? Oh, hell yeah. I could see Bassett beating something like that. I mean, 126-0 is what he's at right now. I mean,
yeah, I'm so amazed that he going to Virginia Tech. I thought more like maybe he'd be a good fit for Iowa or maybe
Ohio.
Ohio State.
Ohio State wrestling program is one of the best wrestling programs in the nation.
I bet you Missouri could beat him.
I mean, Iowa is too. I can't say that they're slouches either because they're in the top tier, the top echelon of wrestling schools in the nation.
Oklahoma State used to be like up there like for years.
Well, I mean, you got Penn State, Iowa, Michigan, Ohio, and
Missouri.
Nah. I want to say the next one's North or South Carolina. Let me look it up.
Are you serious? Missouri's in the top 7 right now. How could you overlook them?
Schools in the United States. Yeah, it's NC State. It's Penn State, Iowa, Michigan, Ohio, and NC State. That's how it is. And then you have places like Stanford, Princeton, Cornell, Grandview University, Colorado School of Mines, people like that. Nebraska's up there too. OKC's always been strong. Arizona's been strong. I mean, there's always good wrestlers that come from every school. It's what level that they can make it to after that point or during that time frame. So I mean, it's one of those things that it could definitely go either way, but I see Bo Bassett going very far with this, especially if he goes in there and he just absolutely outclasses Cejudo. I mean, well, the dude was a gold medalist in the Olympics. I mean, you go in there and outclass that guy, there ain't that many people that you can really go in there and beat after that. So, What do you think about this Yoel Romero versus Lorenzo Hunt coming up? BKFC.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Anybody that gets in a ring, circle, triangle with Hunt are asking for something, and that's a knockout.
I could say the same about Yoel.
Yeah, but I think might have a little.
I'll tell you what. Here's what we'll do. I'll take Yoel Romero on this one. You take Lorenzo Hunt on this one. And loser has to shave their head bald.
I'm already bald.
Fully bald. All the way bald. Like,
I don't think my wife's gonna accept that.
well, it don't matter. If you bet it, you get it.
I don't know. How about we shave the beards?
Nah, can't shave the beard.
How come you can't do it? I can't lose my hair, but you can't lose your beard. Really?
Well, because your hair will be back in about 4 or 5 days. How long do you think it's going to take me to grow this beard? A couple months?
All right, let's think about this.
I thin it out all the time.
Let me think about that one. But I think if Romero does have a shot, but cardio needs to be top notch to be able to hang with Hunt. That's all I gotta say.
I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that Hunt doesn't make it through the second round.
Yeah, I have the same way, but I think Hunt's going to go win in the second round.
Hunt is a much smaller guy than Yoel Romero.
We'll see.
Much smaller guy.
But you have to admit, though, whoever gets in the ring with Hunt is looking. Hunt could be a.
If Yoel Romero punches that dude in the body, he's done.
Oh, those body shots hurt, man. Oh.
Mike Richmond dropped him with a body shot. I promise you, I love Mike Richmond to death. Mike Richmond does not punch as hard as Yoel Romero.
Yeah, that's true.
Yoel Romero hits you in that liver like that, he's rupturing your shit. If you ain't ready for it, he's rupturing it.
Since we're on that subject, let's talk about this. Mike Richmond said a word to Joe Elmore. Be careful what you wish for. Well, guess what? They got a fight coming up February 7th. Joe Elmore, Hitman versus Mike Richmond. How do you think this is going to go?
I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that we win regardless of who wins, because those are both warriors and they're going out there to put it on the line. And I do really have a hard time picking in this. I can give you facts about each guy. Joe hasn't been knocked out bare knuckle like that. He's been stopped by cuts or so on and so forth, but he's not been knocked completely cold. Okay? Mike's been knocked out, but Mike has also came back from severe adversity as well. I've seen Joe fight tooth and nail like a dog fighting for his last meal. And I know that he's going to do that every single time he gets in there. And the thing is so is Richmond.
Yeah.
I mean,
I also agree with you.
I can't pick a winner based on that. I like both guys. I have to say that is a coin flip. And to be honest with you, I feel like that neither of them is going to go to sleep. One of them is going to get cut up and the referee is going to stop the fight. I'm not going to say who because I don't know who. But I don't feel like either of those gentlemen is just going to go out there and lay down.
Yeah.
It's just not going to happen. I mean, that's not within their nature. That's not within anything that I've ever seen of them or from them. I mean, if you remember, I do believe Mike Richmond used to fight at 135 or 145 pounds.
It was
And then
145, I believe.
Yeah, and then started fighting at like 170, 185, and then realized
That
real
boy-
success
That boy got big.
because he wasn't murdering his body to cut off that weight. Now, with that being said, I have one more question here. How do you feel an Alexander Volkanovski would do at about $170?
Oh, you're hurting me on that one.
That guy
That is
would be an
a
absolute
beast.
unit. He used to weigh 238 pounds or some shit like that whenever he was a
Okay.
rugby player.
Him dropping to a 170. That's like
That's him gaining to 170.
that's turning him into a beast.
Because he
I'm
fights
sorry.
at 145 and 55. So I mean, I could see if he moved up to 170 and started just burning through the ranks, I could see another fight with Islam in the future.
That can be true.
But
I
what
really-
happens now? Let me ask you this. Suppose Hamzat Chimaev decides that he wants to bring his funky ass down and make weight at 170 like he used to. What do you think happens between Hamzat and Islam?
Somebody's getting murdered.
I
That's
feel
gonna
like
be.
Hamzat's a much larger individual.
You're putting me in one of these things. That fight. Oh God, I don't know about that. Shit. I'm gonna have to pass on that. It's gonna be a coin flip, but somebody in one of those guys are.
Somebody's getting dominated.
Yeah. But wow. But anyway, so you brought that question up. We talked about Joe. Let me talk about Joe real quick.
Oh yeah.
So I knew Joe for 5 years now. Good guy. Love his fights. Joe fights for the fans. If you don't know that, he loves fighting for the fans. He loves bleeding, no matter who's bleeding. He loves to bleed. He loves to fight. And I would also have to say it's being a coin flip, but I really want to see Joe come out of this as a winner.
I would
After
like to
everything
see Joe come out as a winner as well. I could agree with that, but you know what I would like to see? A draw. And I'd like to see both men get paid their win bonus off that draw and a performance of the night bonus.
Oh, yeah. But, not seeing Joe in the BKFC for a little bit, I have a feeling
He's been healing up and he's
Yeah.
ready to rock.
Oh, yeah. That's why I'm saying that this is going to be a crazy match. It's going to be a coin flip because Joe hasn't been there in a while, but I feel like Joe is going to have that strength, the energy. And when he brings those fans with him, behind him 100%, I feel like that he's going to give the fans what they want.
Joe
all
is
it's gonna
also
matter.
the kind of guy who watches and learns from watching and sees things that other people do. And he knows in his mind he can do those things too. And he will
hell
implement those things into his game plan. I've noticed that. I've noticed that as well. So, I mean, as we said, that could really, really, really be a toss-up there. I mean, I absolutely love the fight any way you look at it, but I feel like the fans are going to come out a winner. So that brings me to my next one here. Who do you got on Gaethje versus Pimblett?
Who?
Justin Gaethje versus Paddy Pimblett in the UFC.
I'm sorry to tell you this. As much as I love this fight, I'm picking Patty. I'm sorry. I'm going Patty all the way. I don't care what anybody says. I love his style of fight.
I like the way he fights.
Yeah, that I love his style, and I feel like that he knows what he's doing when he's in there. You know what I mean? Like he tries not to make that mistake. He knows not to make that mistake. So if he
I
doesn't
feel-
make a mistake,
Yeah.
I feel like he's going to win that if he doesn't make a mistake.
I feel like Gaethje fights a lot like Chandler, and we've seen what happened to Chandler. And I also feel like that if Justin Gaethje really wants to fucking wrestle, he could beat Pimblett.
He can. Justin, don't get me wrong. I love Justin. I love the years that way he fights and everything. But when I heard about this fight coming up, fighting Patty, I'm like, oh shit, this is going to be a good fight for Patty right here.
He announced that if he does not win, he is done.
Yeah, he did announce that. So, give or take, Justin had his run. But I think Patty's going to take this all the way because of his style of fights. If he doesn't make a mistake, it's going to be his fight. But I'm telling you, any fighters that make a mistake in that ring, they're going to lose that fight. So it could be Justin, he'll make a mistake, or Patty can make a mistake. Whoever makes that mistake, and whatever happens.
I could bite on that one. I could definitely bite on that one. So that brings me to my next point. Who is next for Ben Rothwell, man? I mean, who are they going to put in there to stop this guy?
I believe his next fight's coming up February 7th against how do you say his name? Arlovsky?
Arlovsky. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Do you think Arlovsky has what it takes to put Ben down?
No. Have
No?
you seen Ben? Have you seen Ben?
I've
Have you
met
seen
Ben in
him?
person.
But have you seen him? Yeah, I know. Have you seen him? Like, this dude is huge. I'm like,
Yes, I've seen him in person.
this boy, I'm looking at Andrew. Yeah, I don't think he has. Do it this way. He's not going to win this fight. Ben's got it all the way. But anybody else that fights heavyweight against Ben, I don't know. There's names out there, but I've heard Hunt might end up taking his ass up to heavyweight and take his ass.
Hunt will get fucked up by that guy.
I heard about that because he said he might go up to heavyweight and sometime. Like, I don't see Hunt fighting a heavyweight right now, especially fighting Ben. That's not going to happen. Ben will tear him apart.
I don't know. I think he would destroy Hunt. I don't know that he's going to destroy Arlovsky. I do know that Andre is a very dangerous dude. Andre is a high-level striker. Ben was just a big-ass dude with a head kick. That was all Ben was ever known for.
That's what I'm saying. You hit Ben, he doesn't feel the shit. Like, really? Like, except for his
You
last
see
fight.
what
His
Ben's
last,
UFC record was?
yeah, I
It
did.
was not good. It was not good.
No.
I'm not hating on the man in any way because he made it to the top, to the UFC. What I'm saying is, when it comes to fighting high-level competition of gigantic men like that, he doesn't do well. He does not do well.
I agree with you.
I feel like
You have-
Arlovsky is just big enough and has just enough combat experience, especially throwing just hands. Because, I mean, did you see what happened when he had that boxing match? That last boxing match, that bare knuckle boxing match?
Yeah, that's what I was telling you about. Like, damn. Like, yeah.
I think that maybe they can bring in Arlovsky to stop him. That's kind of what I was getting at with the whole who are they going to bring in to stop Rothwell, because I feel like if Arlovsky gets out there and gets to moving around him, he's damn near as big as Ben, but he's not nearly as large as Ben. So he's going to be a hell of a lot faster.
Yeah, I'm saying, Ben uses his, how about
Big boys, yeah. He big boys,
yeah. Big, yeah, there you go. He uses that. That's why I feel like that he has an advantage of.
Yes, and that's what
And-
I'm saying. You can't big boy another big boy.
Yeah.
Unless you're a real big boy.
So I have a couple more fights I want to talk about. I mean, these fights are really not top tier fights, but they're free fights for the BKFC. They're undercards. So you got two newcomers. I've never heard of them, but I want to talk to you about this fighter. I've had him on my podcast before. Zach Cumbus.
Zach Kalmus?
Yeah, he's fighting February 7th too against
Shark.
Lex Lulo.
Lex Luger. Lex Luger.
Lex Luger. Yeah, Lex. So that guy's 2-0. Stack is 5-4. Don't get me wrong. Stack proved
Zach
everybody
is
that
tough, though.
yeah,
You have to stop
Zach-
him.
he can. I've seen a lot of difference with that. When he first started, he wasn't really up to his
Well,
height
after he
level.
lost about 25 pounds, he started doing real damn good.
There you go. I was about to say 50 pounds, but be nice. 25
No,
pounds.
that was that one fucking guy who tried to tell us that he wasn't on steroids. You remember I had a whole fucking argument with that guy, and then he got his ass whooped.
Damn it. I know who you're talking about.
Irish guy. I don't fucking remember his name. I had a whole argument with this guy. You don't lose 60 pounds in 4 months and then have a fucking 6-pack like that.
That's like me. We were talking about that. We talked about that. Shit, it was like last year or so. We talked about remember we talked about the
Kyle
steroids?
McElroy. Kyle
Yep.
McElroy was that guy's name. That guy's on steroids. That
Yep.
guy's on steroids.
Now that I remember that.
Yeah.
So we have another one I want to talk about. Let me go back on my main card. So we have Soto fighting. He's fighting Ben Boner. Boner and Tony Soto. So I've never seen Ben fight before. Have you?
I have no idea who that is, but I'm going to tell you, if he's in there against Tony Soto, he's got fucking work cut out for him.
Yeah, Soto's quick, man. That boy got some movements. I've had him on my podcast
Soto,
too. And
yeah, Soto's not just quick. Soto's very accurate at getting in and out of the pocket and not taking shit tons of damage.
there you go. But
Now, I will say, if you beat Tony's body, Tony slows down. Tony slows down a lot. And he's beatable that way. But that's the only way you're going to beat him. You're not just going to fucking outbox him. You're not just going to
Maybe so.
outclass him. You have got to attack his body readily and often. Otherwise, you're not going to do nothing to Tony.
bingo. There we go. But see, because Tony, I've seen him when he trains, I've seen him train a lot of cardio. He's got a lot of, and that helps him too. I've seen his speed. I've seen him, his cardio is real good.
Tony's a push the pace kind of guy.
Yep. So I think Soto's got this. He'll take Ben in the first round. Depends how well. I've never seen Ben fight before, so
Yeah, that's big claims for a guy that you've never seen fight before.
yeah, I know. But anyway, so let's talk about your favorite fighter, Felony Charles.
Charles Bennett,
Pat Sullivan. Let's talk
the
about this
crazy horse, the felony, Charles motherfucking Bennett.
So I'm still trying to figure out if Pat Sullivan is the one that they're talking about. That is Pat Sullivan's a bitch. You know, one with Kane Tomlinson Jr.
I have no idea who this guy is that he's
I
fighting.
have no idea neither. But Felony's 0-3. Will he get his first win?
I don't know
What
if
do
he
you think?
goes in there. Now, let me put it to you like this. If he goes in there and he fights like felony Charles Bennett, hell yeah, he's going to get a win. If he goes in there and fights like just Charles Bennett, no, he's not.
You've seen him. You've seen how he fights.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
He
Felony
cracks me up
Charles Bennett
sometimes.
knocked fucking Vanderlei Silva out backstage. Out. Felony
Yep.
Charles did that. Crazy horse.
Yep.
Not just Charles Bennett.
I can't wait to watch this fight.
It depends which Charles Bennett shows up to fight that night. That's the thing about Charles Bennett. It depends on which Charles Bennett shows up to fight that night.
I agree with you. So, I got the last fight for you. Bear Hill versus Patrick Brady. Who do you
I
got?
got Bear Hill by stoppage in round 2. Those are two big boys. They both throw very hard, and somebody's O has got to go. I mean, I see Bear Hill getting it done within 2 rounds because he's going to go out there and continue to push forward. He will take damage to give damage. And the thing is he's so big that when he comes forward putting that damage on you, it is very hard to recover from that damage and be able to throw damage back effectively.
Everything. So, Patrick Brady, I've seen him fight. I've seen Bear Hill fight before. So, I think this fight's going to be a stoppage too. I'm going to flip a coin on that one. One of those two, but I think Bear's going to pull it out with stoppage. It depends how much damage either guy gets.
Yeah. Yeah, whenever you're that big, one punch changes the course of a whole fight. I mean, really, to be honest with you, you can't just say that about because they're big, because, I mean, you see little guys go in there and punch another guy and crinkle his fucking nose up and they stop it. So, I mean, but at that size, yeah, you're a lot more likely to go in there and massively disfigure somebody with one punch. So.
All right. So, I got the last fight for me, because I love this family here, the son, the dad, fighting at BKFC. So we're going to talk about King Tomlinson Jr. And I didn't forget about you, King, against how do you pronounce his name? Garbarino or something like that. I can't pronounce his name.
Garbarino?
Yeah. Garbarino. So I'm not going to toss this one up. I'm going to tell you like it is. I got Tomlinson Jr. knocking this guy out in the first round. That's all I got to tell you.
If he's been training hard and he's been sticking to the things that, you know, he's good at, he probably has a chance to get it done. I do see it probably going to the second or third round, but if he sticks to his guns and he does what he's good at, I feel like Tomlinson can get it done.
There we go. So me and you're on the same page for that one. So we did all our fight picks today for February the 7th. And once again, I'd like to apologize to my co-host with the interview we had tonight. Joe Elmore and Hitman had something that came up. He wasn't be able to make it. I'm sure he feels bad about it. We'll come talk about it later on this week. Maybe he'll come on the show. But we got you, Joe. So, anything else you want to leave with a comment, statement, anything you want to say before we get off here about the BKFC fights or anything coming up?
Well, my statement is this. You know, a fight is a fight. A wrestling match is a wrestling match, and anybody can beat anybody at any point in time. It just depends on who shows up.
There you go.
I've heard it a million different ways and a million different times, and it all boils down to show up or shut up.
There you
know, I mean, those guys, they go in there, they give it their all for us, and you know, it when it's time to show up, these guys show up. So I mean, anybody that we've mentioned on here, they show up, they show out, they put on a show for you, at home, for us at home, and for everybody in the audience and everybody that's ever going to see that in the future. So with that being said, big respect to anybody who's getting out there and getting it done. You know, I've been over here in the game and on the sideline and back and forth and everything for, well, I'm 35 now. I started when I was 19. So, I mean, you do the math. It's been quite a long time. I mean, and things are just getting better and better and better and better every single year. You see new guys figuring new stuff out all the time. There's always advancements in technology, just like in the real world. So with that being said, everybody have a great night, and we appreciate you being here. I'll leave it to Jeff.
Like my co-host said it very well, like it is. Whoever shows up, and whoever doesn't, just stay home and watch TV and enjoy whatever they do. But whoever shows up. So right now, I'll let you guys know we'll be here Friday night, talking more about fights and what's going on the weekend. And Sunday, hopefully we'll see you guys next Sunday for an interview. From my co-host, Zachary Hot Hands and Fuller broadcasted out. Have a good night. Peace.